Hi, this is Warlow from Business Loan Services and welcome to my Friday Business Finance Bulletin, my weekly roundup of news tips, ideas and strategies on raising finance and dealing with banks. So what have I got for you this week? Well, we're going to be looking at reasons why business owners never change banks or finance providers. We're also going to be looking at some results and news from some of the alternative lenders out in the marketplace. And in my business tip of the week, a look at those dreaded two words, self-assessment, which is looming up at the end of this month. So let's start off with why business owners never change finance providers. Well, I was reading an interesting survey carried out on this topic by Close Brothers as part of their business barometer reviews. And they found out that 33% of the small businesses they surveyed said they've never changed finance provider. Now, if you think, we shop around for the best deal for lots of things, but when it comes to finance and debt, we are quite complacent and quite lazy in some respects. Now, why is that? Well, Close Brothers found out that many business owners said they were just scared of the options available, too many options, they didn't know where to turn. They were also afraid of having exit penalties from their existing providers, and also they're just saying that they just don't have the time. Now, that's unfortunate, and of course you can use people like ourselves, that's what we do, help business owners try and find out where the best options are. But it really is all about setting time aside in the diary and having a look at what all of the providers are offering you. Don't forget, you don't have to change your main high street bank, because you can just go out to an alternative lender and keep your main business with the bank, but have a look around. Interestingly, Close Brothers found that of those that did actually go to alternative lenders, many of them found it was cheaper than they thought and it came with a lot more flexibility. So the message there is don't get trapped, shop around and see if you can get a better deal. So what about some of those alternative lenders? Well, news out this week from Metro Bank. They just released their December 2014 figures. Now, Metro Bank, relatively new entrant into the banking market, and earlier in 2014, they actually said they were going to concentrate more on getting into the small business market, and they kind of labelled themselves Bank for Entrepreneurs. And that refocus on business customers is beginning to pay off. At the end of December, the total amount of money that they have lent out to both businesses and individuals stood at £1.65 billion, and that's a 112% increase on the previous year, so a very good growth. And about 45% of that lending book is now out to businesses, so they're really looking to push. Now, Metro Bank, primarily southeast based, 31 stores, open 7 days a week, so very flexible. So if you're looking to borrow, what have they got on offer? Well, you can go along to their website, metrobankonline.co.uk, and just click on the business tab and you'll see it all there. But very quickly, standard overdraft facilities. They also do small business loans. So if you're looking to borrow amounts between £2,000 and up to £25,000, they've got a product there. The interest rate, as I record this, is currently 10% fixed, and the repayment term up to 5 years. If you want to borrow more than £25,000, they've got a business loan product. Now that can be used to buy commercial premises, additional working capital, purchase of plant and machinery. Now there you can choose fixed rates or variable rates, and the repayment term ending up to 15 years, so quite flexible. So pop along and have a look at those, metrobankonline.co.uk. Now, another alternative lender in the crowdfunding space has also made a change. FundingKnight, FundingKnight.com. So a crowd lender. Now they've recently just increased the maximum loan amounts. Up until recently, they could go up to £250,000 on loans. They've now doubled that up to £500,000. So we got a very big increase there. So if you want to go and try out the crowd lending route, getting individuals to support you, just pop along to fundingknight.com and see what they can do. So it just shows another example of everybody really upping their game. Now, what about startups? Now, startups are really hard for banks to support. Banks see startups as high risk, which they can be, and so avenues of funding available for startups has always been quite small. But in 2012, the government launched the Startup Loan Company, and it's going really well. The front man is James Khan, ex-Dragon's Den, and they reached a milestone just recently where they've just gone and breached 25,000 loans that they've given out. Now, say it's a commercial enterprise, so it's not a grant, it's interest payable, which currently, again, as we record this, is about 6%. They will lend out up to £25,000, so not a small amount. And interestingly, the stats show that majority of people, about 58%, the stats show, are entrepreneurs aged between 18 and 30, so very much skewed towards the lower age bracket. So, how does it work? Well, here's the key thing to remember with this one, and it's great. You actually get coaching and mentoring support. They help you put the plans together and really help you work out the whole plan to make sure that you de-risk as much of your startup as possible. Now, they've got a range of delivery partners across the UK, so wherever you are, you should be able to find somebody who can help you through the process. So if you're a startup looking for finance, just pop along to startuploans.co.uk and you'll find all the information there, particularly about delivery partners in your area. So, business finance tip of the week. Well, as I said at the beginning, we are looming up to that period, end of January, as I record this, end of January 2015, for self-assessment. This is the last time that you can file online for the tax year 2013-14. And I speak to many accountants this week, and January for accountants is a nightmare. They cross the diaries off because people are coming in with mass panic, with paper bags and boxes full of receipts, saying, I need to do my self-assessment return. If you're a sole trader and also if you're a director and you want to get self-assessment done and you haven't done it yet, you are running out of time. So what's my tip? Well, there's really no reason for leaving this to the last minute. I speak to all accountants and they say, we keep banging the drum with our clients, get your information in early so we can do this on time. And there really is no reason. Now, I know many business owners have a blind spot where finances are concerned, and it's something that can be put aside for another day. But another day eventually comes, and then you have all the added stress of trying to get the information into your accountant on time. It's unnecessary. So my tip is really just to get your finances in order. Keep all the receipts, do a monthly P&L, income and expenditure, have all the receipts in order and get the stuff into your accountant. Or if you're doing it yourself, just crack on and do it. The pain is going to be much more for you if you're leaving it till the end in the last minute. It's not necessary. So that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the bulletin, and please, as ever, if you did find it useful, please feel free to share the link amongst your friends and colleagues. So that's it for this week. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great, successful, profitable week, and I look forward to being with you again next Friday. Thanks very much. Bye-bye now.